There is a growing sense of unease among Democrats that Trump might emerge victorious against Biden. The Democrats are becoming apprehensive as they consider the possibility of Donald Trump winning once more. A sinking feeling is taking root. Despite a civil trial in which a New York jury found the former president guilty of sexual assault and defamation, many Democrats believe that their party is not giving enough credit to Trump. Despite numerous scandals, he remains the front-runner for the Republican presidential nomination. According to a well-known Democratic strategist, many people, including myself, share a common concern. They believe that the consultant class of our party is out of touch with the general population. Their strategy of simply running political ads that criticize Donald Trump's behavior without offering any substantive solutions is insufficient. This belief is founded on the notion that voters require more than just anti-Trump rhetoric to support a candidate. A strategist from the same party issued a warning to his colleagues saying, "You should be extremely concerned." To some members of the party, the idea of Trump reclaiming the presidency he vacated in 2021 is difficult to comprehend, especially considering the recent events where a group of his supporters caused chaos in Congress and disrupted the election certification process. In spite of numerous lawsuits and controversies, polls indicate that Trump could potentially win in a one-on-one matchup against President Biden. According to an ABC News Washington Post poll conducted this week, Trump has a 6-point lead over Biden, with 45% to 39%. However, some Republicans and Democratic operatives have expressed concern over the survey, stating that the data seems inconsistent and have criticized it as an outlier. In addition to the ABC Post poll, there are other polls indicating that Trump holds an advantage. According to recent polls, Trump was leading Biden by 5 points in a Harvard-Harris poll conducted last month, while another poll by the Wall Street Journal gave Biden a narrower 3% lead. The recent week provided insight to the Democrats regarding the current political situation. Trump and Biden are in a tie. According to an Economist YouGov poll, both candidates have an equal percentage of 46%. According to polls, there appears to be a lack of enthusiasm for Joe Biden's re-election campaign, as a significant number of respondents expressed their preference for another Democratic candidate. Democrats found a glimmer of hope in Trump's underwhelming campaign launch, where he aired a litany of personal grievances about the previous election. This lackluster start has given Democrats some confidence that Trump will be less formidable in the upcoming 2024 election. As the spring progressed, Trump's issues escalated as he faced an indictment in New York and several ongoing legal battles, causing doubts to arise about his ability to secure the Republican nomination and ultimately win the general election. According to a former campaign aide to 2016 Democratic nominee Hillary Clinton, it is logical to assume that Joe Biden's position will strengthen in a binary choice scenario where the country is comparing him to the Republican alternative. There are no primary challenges of note for Biden, and his campaign message is centered around the idea that returning to the Trump era would be a costly mistake for the nation. In his campaign video, footage of the January 6th Capitol insurrection was used to remind voters of the events that occurred under Trump's influence. However, despite his strengths, Biden is not immune to criticism. Some voters are concerned about his endurance due to his advanced age. At 80 years old, he would be 86 by the conclusion of a second term as president. Despite some Democrats expressing concern over unfavorable polls, others remain confident that the party's nominee, Joe Biden, will prevail over President Trump in the upcoming election. According to Nayera Huck, a former Obama administration official, it is unsurprising that Trump's approval ratings are high among Republicans and that Biden's support is relatively low among Democrats. While it is theoretically possible for Trump to win, Huck expressed doubt about the likelihood of it actually happening. Simon Rosenberg, a seasoned political strategist and prominent Democrat who defied conventional polling wisdom by correctly predicting his party's success in the midterms, believes that there are now even more signs indicating that the Democrats are gaining momentum. He stated that with each election cycle, the party is improving its organization, and several surprising victories in 2022 were due to the groundwork laid in 2018 and 2020. The party is experiencing a surge in involvement, with increased participation from grassroots volunteers and a rise in small dollar donations that are providing momentum. He believes that the Republican Party is underestimating this boost to the party. According to Rosenberg, it is important for commentators to exercise caution when attempting to determine the intensity levels of the upcoming election. The contentious politics surrounding abortion is another contributing factor, as demonstrated in Wisconsin, where Biden won by a narrow margin in the previous election. Following the Supreme Court's controversial decision to reverse Roe v. Wade, voters rallied behind the Democratic nominee for the state Supreme Court. Rosenberg pointed out that Democrats have been performing at a remarkably high level in the last 3 consecutive elections. According to Rosenberg and other Democrats, in the event that Trump becomes the GOP nominee, their party will turn out in large numbers to vote against him. He stated that he disagrees with anyone who believes that the majority of people who voted against MAGA in the past 3 elections won't show up again. He jokingly added that he has a red wave to sell to anyone who thinks otherwise. To support our channel's growth and ensure broader awareness, kindly hit the like and subscribe buttons. This will help us reach more individuals and disseminate valuable information. Thank you in advance.